So when did you realize that analytics is your domain?
That I used in analytics like Excel and Python.
Moody's would be the right choice.
It coincided very well with what I wanted to do.
What did a typical day at Moody's?
That was the most relaxing day in the office with
Core banking system upgrade.
positive
Analytics.
data,
Banking solution.
internship.
Hello everyone and welcome back to the official YouTube channel of Department of Business Economics. This is the episode of Internship Stories 4th edition. I am Vani, your host for today, and you are tuned into the series that brings to you the success stories from the corporate trenches. Today we have with us Sahil Singh, a final year student at DBE who secured a highly analytical business solutions intern role at Moody's. Hi Sahil, thank you so much for joining us today. How are you doing?
Thank you Vani. Thank you for having me. I'm good. I'm looking forward.
Fantastic. First things first, let's start with a brief introduction about yourself and about your academic background.
Okay, so I'm pursuing MBA in Finance and Analytics from Department of Business Economics, and I'm also part of Quantonomics Club at DB. Before that, I've done graduation in BTech in Electronics and Instrumentation Engineering.
That's quite nice. So when did you realize that analytics is your domain, and what key skills did you prepare yourself for banking solutions intern?
Right, so it's interesting, my analytics interest started from watching football, because I was so much into player stats and the player performance statistics. From there, my curiosity for analytics increased, and then I started learning about the different tools that I used in analytics like Excel and Python, and from there, that interest in analytics developed.
That's quite interesting. So talking about Moody's, Moody's is the world leader. So what convinced you that Moody's would be the right choice for you to start the career?
Right. So as you have mentioned, Moody is a world leader. They are known for their data-driven solutions. And what I was learning during the initial analysis phase, as well as when I joined DB, it coincided very well with what I wanted to do and what Moody's was offering. So that's why Moody's was a good choice for me.
Since we are talking about Moody's, so let's know a bit about work culture. In what ways did Moody's culture in the banking solutions team help you bring more structure and consistency to your work as an intern?
Talking about the work culture at Moody's, it was very well organized in a way that they incorporated the interns very well in their teams. I was working on 2 different teams, and they made sure that I was part of the process that they were following from early on, and they made sure that they did not overwhelm me with any one particular thing right from the beginning. But slowly as I progressed, as I learned more about the kind of work that I needed to do, then came on my own personal project and the second month of my internship.
That's nice. So your role requires intense coding, as you mentioned. So what were the course and the modules at here DBE proved to be the most directly applicable at your internship?
Right. So I would like to mention 2 courses here. One is part of the curriculum, that is the analytics and the statistics that we learn during our course. That is helpful to understand how data can be interpreted and what is the output of a model. And the second thing was the external agency like Havisham Consulting, who provides us with hands-on experience to give us an idea about tools like Python and SQL and Excel and how to work on those. So those 2 things helped me the most.
That's nice. So now let's talk about internship. What did a typical day at Moody's as a life of a banking solutions intern look like?
Right. So since I've already mentioned, it was hybrid in nature. So most of my days were spent working from home. So I would typically start at around 10:30, and we used to have meetings at 11 and as well as at 4 p.m. So that was the day when I was working from home. On a Thursday, we used to go to the office. Most of the team members would come, and that was the most relaxing day in the office, because everybody would just interact with each other, try to understand what work they were doing, because everybody was involved in different work. I also got to know about more Moody's and the culture and what different areas of work that they involve in. And then it was also a fun session also on a Thursday. Every other week we used to have a birthday or two, so we will celebrate a birthday on Thursday as well.
That's nice. But with fun also come the challenges. So let's talk about challenges. What was one of the toughest intellectual challenge that you faced during your 2-month internship?
Right. So I was learning about Python, and I was well versed with Python and Excel initially. But during my internship, I was working on R. So it's a different programming language with different syntax, different functions. So that was a little bit challenging at the start because I did not know how to do the R code. But then again, the computational logic of any programming language does not change. Having AI tools like ChatGPT and MS Copilot helps a lot. The second challenge that I faced was, since I was working on 2 different projects, the time allocation and how to, which project to prioritize more. That was a challenge because I wanted to learn on both fronts. So, but I was able to overcome that challenge, and the team there at Moody's helped me a lot in that.
That's nice. So moving on to our new segment, the ratings radar. I'll give you the factor and you have to tell me whether it's positive, stable or negative.
Sure.
So shall we start?
Sure.
So first one, implementation of core banking system upgrade.
Positive.
Okay. Integration of advanced risk management tools.
Positive again.
Increase in digital transaction volume.
I would say stable.
Okay. So the last one, strengthening of regulatory compliance framework.
Very positive because you have to comply with the international standards that are set by Basel norms and others.
Really insightful. That clearly shows the Moody's perspective. So moving on to rapid fire round. One word or a very short phrase for these concepts.
Okay.
Analytics.
Data.
Banking solution.
Internship.
Climate risk.
New concern.
Best skill for data analysis.
Data interpretation. Hyphen it.
Fantastic. Finally, Sahil, this is what would be your ultimate piece of advice for juniors who want to land for the analytics role at Moody's?
Right. So my ultimate piece of advice would be to work on your hard skills. Make sure that you know the tools that are required in data analysis like Python, SQL, Excel. And then you also have to understand how to interpret the data, because just working on the data is not enough. You have to understand what that data means and how can you provide the suggestions to your team while you are working on that data.
Sahil, that has been an incredible, insightful session. Thank you so much for decoding the path to Moody's.
Thank you so much for having me. It was a lot of fun.
And that's a wrap for this episode of Internship Stories 4th edition. We hope you gained clarity and insights about the analytics role at Moody's. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to our channel and stay tuned for the next stories. Thank you.